Back behind this wheel again. Just something too, I forgot. Uh, uh. So it ain't like before when you hear more of the truck than me. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so. I guess since we go ahead and get this going so we can fly it up. Alright, I think we are good now. We are good. So what is happening, everybody? Welcome to another Home Daily live stream. This ironically wasn't supposed to be a live stream, but XO Productions always gives the options if you want to have it be compiled or live. And I'm like, you know what? I did it the last Home Daily compiled. Let's get a little live stream in here. It'll be a short episode today. Um, if y'all saw in the, let me just get on out. Still with Bobcat, obviously, so this is just a little short one today. Going over to Santa Maria. So right now, because I've been off before today. Let's see, I've been off. Well, actually, I think not even last Monday. The Friday before last week, like late March. I've been off because various reasons, got where I want to be, stuff like that. And the following week, went on vacation. So I'm just getting back behind this wheel, stuff like that. And the fun part is, which is what y'all heard, well, you probably didn't hear me, but what I was doing beforehand, before getting going now, updating this logbook because I got lazy about it being off and doesn't help. We were at the beach last week, so that and that I just kind of said bump all this for the moment. So that's what I'm doing now, updating the logbook, getting it ready. So let's see what trail number is this. trailer number, input the bill of lading number to be. Oh, yeah, again, stuff people don't do, I do. Which is why it's now 2026, y'all, and I'm still going strong with this. And ain't mods, none of that crap. Like, this is just straight gaming. And, yeah. So, but hey. Like I say all the time, there's no wrong way to do this. 7, 1, 8. Get rid of that. Come on, back it up, back it up. To San Joe. I always say Santa Maria, California. Alright, it's the 5th. So Sunday. And y'all, like I said, I like doing lives every now and then because y'all can see everything that goes into this, not just jump in and go, look at me. Let's see what the day is, because trust me, to do logbooks, you gotta keep up with your days, because it will mess you up when you take off. So, 4, 3, 1, 1. There we go. That's done. Get this mileage down. I should restart. No, I am. I'm not gonna count that. Not that I mean, I get paid by the mile, but that don't really. That was just getting over here. So 5, 5, 0, 2, 1. I think that's everything. So it is 4 o'clock. I'm running a little behind, but it's okay. Yeah, you're here, dog. Let it go. Don't know what she's doing, but she's doing something. Oh, there you go. So let's see. 3 p.m. pre-trip. Pre-trip. And vitamin trailer loaded. There we go. Just make that all like 45. And go up to drive. Alright, so logbook is done. Whew. Takes time doing that. But it takes time. So I guess I'll give you a little catch up, if you will. Actually, let me check one more thing. Alright, get back in this cab. Alright, that's good. That's good. So, do one more thing here. Again, stuff people don't realize goes on behind the scenes, but. Back out, back out, back out, back out. I'm just checking. Yeah, I thought so. And let's see. I thought so. I thought so. So yeah. Getting back behind this well, because as y'all saw in the last compiled home daily, I mean, I'm back over here. I'm not overseas no more. I was running with Bobcat then, I'm still with them, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more. I'm gonna be with them for a while. I'll talk more about that once we get going. Let's see. I had some stuff. Hope that ain't it. Let's try here. Alright, there it is. Alright, but no, I'm gonna be with Bobcat for a while. They're, I'll talk more about that when we get going, but I'm in the old Pete now. I missed, checked all my records, and I hadn't been in her since 2024. I think maybe the early 2025, but I'm like, nah, it's a new year. Ain't been here a minute. She needs to get some miles, some fuel in and stuff like that. Get warm with it, if you will. So that's why we're back in her. Alright, she's locked. Let's roll. It's always fun when you first get back behind the wheel after being gone for a while. So I don't get people who jump trucks all the time. You don't get the same feel and everything like getting back into it, But like I said, do y'all? Hang on 1 second. Almost forgot to do something. There we go. Alright, back. There you go. Alright, so let's get up out of here. Yep, good. Yep, and we are off, baby. Alright, got to get out of that Louisiana mode. It just came so natural when I was in Louisiana, saying all the time, on to the south, baby. To the left, baby. Then I'll get out of it. It just came so easy, so natural. And I'm not a Louisiana boy, but it just did. Alright, let's see. Slip. No one coming. Cool. So swing. Be a little tight because I didn't cut that completely right, but take that a little too good. We're going. And we're gone. Perfect. So, I'm doing coming cool. And we're good. So, the original plan was after the compiled home daily with Bobcat, which I'm still with, was to go into the whole spiel about lease reviews and everything like that. I guess I can still do that technically. I do lease reviews for like newer leases, and actually I have them for like pretty much all the leases I've been to. But I don't think I've ever talked about it on the videos. So that was the plan for the compiled version, but I'm like, we know what, this is live, we're going to do a live one. I'm going to still talk about the XL lease review of Bobcat Machinery, because I've been with him now for over, I want to say about a month or so. Yeah, about a month. But just be honest, after about 2 weeks, that's my minimum before I start talking about the reviews of a lease I'm with. But after about a month, you pretty much have a good idea. All the stuff in the lease as far as for you and everything. And I had a whole template spiel to show y'all about each one. But I'm like, let's be honest. When y'all watching this, 90% of y'all probably don't care about the base stuff like that. You just want to know either the main thing, or a lot of people just to look at me. This ain't really a look at me thing, but it's the main thing. For anybody else out here driving, running with Bobcat, all that. So basically, just like my XL truck tours, my lease reviews also have certain criteria to look at, stuff like that. It's just to keep it fair for everything, have a foundation, a system, stuff like that. So let's go with Bobcat before I get off track, start talking about something else. Oh, okay. So with any lease, you gotta talk about the biggest thing, the pay per mile. That's just the given with any lease. So Bobcat Machinery, I ain't gonna lie, the pay per mile is low. Even on long mile loads, like real OTR. See, this is local. for real OTR loads, which I'm probably get after this one. But even then, still low. Still low. I mean, to be honest, to get a 6-digit pay will require at least 2,000-mile loads. And even then, still questionable. But yeah, the pay per mile for Bobcat is not high. It is not high. Not high. That is the truth. So it's hard to do this sometimes, shift, and because I wrote all this down so I wouldn't forget little things I wanted to say, stuff like that. Like I said, usually I start when I'm out on the highway because it's not so much swinging, turning, and all that. But I said, let me get this going before something happens. Let's go. So, alright, we're good, and we're getting right back off again. That's trucking though, baby. That's trucking, and that's watching all your boundaries and stuff like that. But anyway, like I was saying, the Bobcat Machinery lease. I talked about pay per mile when we're getting on the highway. Next criteria, load availability, which means, at least for me, and it kind of could be like if you ain't got it home and stuff like that, like I do. But just basically how easy it is to get the loads from where you're at, stuff like that. Come on, get your gear, baby. It's like Louisiana. Come on, still. Slow it down though, actually. Not in Texas no more. But load availability as far as Bobcat Machinery. Loads are pretty available, consistent based on customers versus miles to next pickup. I'll be honest, may require a deadhead to city more often than I would like, but it's not awful, you know. Downside to the cargo is the same. Downside to cargo is the same cargo most of the time. That is kind of a downside. Because let's be honest, that's just very realistic. Bobcat Machinery, you hauling Bob. Now, don't get me wrong. I heard there was talks because, how to put this? I don't want to say rumors, but I guess more from people who've done it and talked about stuff like that. They might be expanding a little bit more, getting more sister companies. From what I understand, they've seen there's just Bobcat Machinery right now. They have customers, obviously, but not sister companies they pull from. But that might change by the end of the year. Y'all know this is still new and everything. So as far as load availability, it's decently well. Decently well. Like you can go pretty much. I will say this though. I will say this. I remember when I was out in Arizona trying to get a load, nothing. I think lower California, nothing. So I ain't saying it's great, but it is decent. The only downside is, and as I was talking about with the load being Bobcat only, loads can be limited depending on location. That's why I just said back in Arizona, I was up there, got nothing. I could look at my logbook so far, I had it deaded to get something out from Arizona. But yeah, just load availability is decent. But like that, I will say this though, talking about load availability, they do keep you moving. So that's always a plus with any lease contract you're working for a company, all that. Next thing you got to look for, and this is just me, most people don't have this, but I'm talking about me and my review and stuff like that, reaching the weekly goal. And that's, like I've talked many times, my goal for this week, I forgot, I think it's like 90K local and then 140 sign up to look again for OTR. But this is what you're trying to reach for the end of the goal. We ain't out here just to be looking pretty. We ain't out here just to be burning up fuel. We trying to make this money. Come on, baby. We trying to make this money. I got to stop saying, baby. We trying to make this money. So that's what I mean by reaching the week goal. And I'll be honest, with Bobcat Machinery, it's not easy OTR. Now, I will say, local feels like it. At least this is my goal. Local may be a little bit fair to reach that goal and better, since this lease fits more a local higher gross than OTR. But OTR doing it. Yeah, I'll put it like this. When we get up there, I'll show you the next load I'm gonna get, which will be OTR. The paper mile on there, I can already tell you, it's gonna be straight crack. But at least I know that will get me at least a 6-digit payday. So that means the following week, I won't have to be pressed too hard to reach that goal and everything else like that. Especially considering it's that time of the year. We're going a lot more places, vacation, stuff like that. And that's why the whole segment, Home Daily. I'm trying to get home again. So yeah, so that is the reaching in the goal for Bobcat Machinery. Now I will say, I know it sounds like I'm harping on them, saying, oh, they ain't crap. That's not true. They have some positives. Biggest one, I'll start with, which I hate the new update. You can't see it like you used to with the thing. I think there's a way, you know what, we're live, I'll show you how. I think I talked about this in the last video. To check the weights and stuff now, you have to go here. I have not, to this date, found the old school way where you just click a button and it brings it up. Now you just gotta go to the main screen. There you go. And it'll show you all the info. And that's why if you look here, the weight on them is always at least under 20. At least under 20,000, which means you ain't burning that much fuel. Which I need to remember, I gotta get fuel. But you ain't burning that much fuel. It's not putting more wear and tear on your equipment and stuff like that. So that is a plus, I would say, Bobcat Machinery. Now again, this is just mainly just something I do, but anybody else there would be interested to get their take on it. No one else does this. But again, this is me. This is what I'm talking about. This is how I've been doing it for years. And number 5 is the home time good on local ones. Like if you're doing local ones, it's good and stuff like that. And the home time is good on local ones, obviously. OTR, honestly, ain't. And it's not good. Because I think when I was doing it, when I started this, I was out for at least 2 weeks and a half. And I did that just to meet the minimum. So home time overall, Bobcat Machinery, fine for local. Fine for local. Not great for OTR, but that's OTR. That's just OTR. Over the road trucking, I mean, that's what do you expect, you know? Number 6, common shipping customers. So let's see, and it's more like a list of them, just so I know when I'm looking at it what I can look to expect. Obviously, Vitamin, that's a given. Big ones, Plaster & Sons, Dynamic, Coastline Mining. Pretty much for me anyway, the least mirrors, customers and shippers, pretty much like my MT lease, another low boy flatbed type leases, which as a fact, that's what I'm doing now. Flatbed. It was a low boy when I first got it. As a matter of fact, go back and look at the last one, Home Daily. I can't think of that number now, but that was a low boy. They had low boys and flatbeds, so. But that's more just to give me an idea. So when I look at a lease, it's like, oh, it's Plaster & Sons. It gives you an idea of where you're going to be on the line and what you can look forward to driving with it and everything like that. Alright, number 7, the last one before the conclusion, the needs, which is does the lease meet the needs I'm trying to do with the lease? How about like this? This lease does keep me moving, gets miles in, and allows for more travel to different places, because there's no like, I'll put it like this, the one I'm actually going to get to next, after Bobcat USBB, look it up, it's on here, not making this up. It doesn't get like this where you go to a lot of different places. More, I'm going to be going out to Colorado a lot, Denver, because that's a big one on them, and just not like a lot of different places like Vitamin does. So it does give you that, miles in, like I said, travel to different places, financial and home needs. But like this, it does bring in income, but it keeps from the house for a long time. So, I mean, that's up to you. Like I said, the whole segment, home there. Come on. I love to be home. I'm getting old. I want to see the wife. I want to see the dog. But stuff happens, you know. Just got to make that money. Be out here. And whenever it least, at the end, it's just a conclusion based on just my talks and what I've seen, my view, just to be able to be like, hey, conclusion is what it is. So, and the conclusion I have for Bobcat is, it's a good lease for OTR versus local mixture. Like today, prime example, Easter Sunday, I'm doing local. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing OTR. When I get over there, I might get another local one I'm delivering to. So it is good for that. It is good for that. The one thing which is more from I guess call it what it is, fourth wall break here, it's a game. The same cargo makes it gets a little redundant, but it does have a plus because it makes it easy to see what and where you're headed. And I'll show y'all when we get up there how that works. But it's also, it can't be limited. So there's that. But overall, bottom line, I always do like a bottom line to look at real fast. It's a good release if you want to explore areas that you don't get often, but not a great release if you're looking for that big money. Slow down. But yeah, so that was the Bobcat Machinery XL lease review. Like I said, I'm trying to do better about putting this out there. This is the first one I've done in video. It'll probably get better one in the compiled one so y'all can see more so the each of the criteria, the lease review, stuff like that, because I know my voice is low and some days it's not the best as far as enunciation, if you will. But hey, I can only do the best I can do when I'm doing live. So, but hey, I will say this too, timing wise, it worked out well. I pretty much talked that all the way here. So yeah, but no, I will be with Bobcat for a while because I was supposed to leave early April, trips and everything else. I'm like, well, I'm not leaving early April. They're doing decently well. I'm looking more mid-May-ish, probably mid-May. Yeah, most likely mid-May. And then from there, I'll switch to USBB. I've already written up the email, I think it is. I haven't sent it, but like the email sent to me, say, hey, can I get signed on this date? Stuff like I do it for all my leases. Then they go from there, we get it all set up. That's why I haven't put a date yet, because there's no tentative exact date for when I'm going over to USBB, but I am going over there at some point, so sometime in May, most likely. Alright, let's get over here to Bitterman. Drop this trailer. I love. No, this trailer I'm still thinking of before I took off. This unload, and I'm hoping they're here to get unloaded, but I got time to sit here and show y'all what's happening next and how you get leases. Well, not leases, but loads with Bobcat Machinery and pretty much any cargo you want to do. I'll show y'all when we get up here. Because thankfully, like I said, we were late when we left a little bit longer. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I will get out, get so black on you, you're going to think you get Coleman afterwards. Oh, slow it down, but I'll show y'all how. Because I can already tell you what my next load will be based on, slow it down, there we go. There we go. We got it. Nope. Truck on. I think we're good here. Yeah, we're good now. Yeah, I never count that because cops are so finicky around California. That's why I don't even count that as an actual expense or ticket because they do it no matter what. Don't bother me. There you go. And still, like we said when we left earlier this afternoon, it bugs me how people don't. I mean, like I said, there's no wrong way to do this. But I see people jumping in new trucks all the time. You don't get the same feel like sipping on that old glove that just fits well, you know? Like, I loved when I got back in the P. Oh, she feels so nice. And yeah, you can tell I did some extra stuff to it just to give it a little flash, because my rule of thumb is if it's been more than like I think 2 years I've been in a truck, I'll update the paint. Well, I'm sorry, a good old high-rise black P 389. That paint ain't going nowhere. That's always gonna be there. So yeah, that ain't happening. I said, well, if you ain't gonna do the outside, do a little something different with the inside. And that's why I put the CV in, got a little Peterbilt sign, nothing major or crazy. And you don't see me like, oh, look at me, look at me. I'm never that type. But it does add a little bit of extra, like, oh, this feels good to it. So, hey, what the heck am I? What's in here? Oh, there's been a minute. I don't remember. Oh, I can swing in. Can I go? Oh, that's nice. But it's nice. I think I'm gonna have to blind side. I don't think I could. I should have. Dang it! I should have just came in that way. I messed that up. That's on me. That's on me. Like I said, but hey, part of driving is have a plan beforehand, and the biggest thing is make that plan A, work. Unless to a certain extent, there are sometimes that plan A just ain't gonna work. Make it work the best you can. I can't see crap over there though. Yeah, I thought so. Don't want to hit that. Alright, I figured it was getting close. If it's get on over here, 'cause I ain't got enough swing on that, which I figured, but that's okay. Come up a little bit more. Alright, there you go. Oh, she cutting hard on me. Woo! I forget how to short this joking tongue because of that long nose. Alright, and like I always say, if you don't know, get out and look. Alright, so there was swinging good there. Make sure I got enough. Yeah, I got plenty of space. A little tight on that, but that's okay. Swing around. Now, if I had known, you best believe I would have just pulled in. But I didn't know that's not a common thing. Hey, right there. And like I said, I hate blindsiding, but because I can't see, I know what to swing and look for to get to the point where it's not so much a blindside no more, but just a straight regular back end. So there you go. A little bit more. There we go. Still look. Gosh, I hate how funky this chair is. Well, it's not even a chair, it's just how she likes to just not curve, but I don't know, just me being extra now. Come on, baby. Come on, you're good. That's the fun of blindsides, people. She's so close, though. So close, yet so far. This spot is really up and stiff. Alright, we want to do like that. I'm going to swing you in hard then. I want to hit this stuff. Alright, right there, because I think I'm right now I'm good. Yeah, right there. And pretty much when I get to this point, I'm like, you know what, bumper, we'll just readjust once we get it close. There we go. Like I say, people, it's not, don't rush, that's the first thing. Look at your barriers and just readjust along the way. So many people, it bugs the living crap out of me. How so many people in today's society, because of all these smartphones and instant and everything else like that, expect that's how everything's supposed to be. No, that's why I personally love doing the home daily segment and these videos and stuff like that, because this isn't an instant thing. This has been building since I think I started home daily 2017, 18. You know what? We ain't going nowhere, and they don't need it. When do they need this? When do they need this? They try and unload me 10, so 8. So anytime now they'll probably be coming out. But they don't need till then. So let me see. And the thing I do, y'all, because I know how computers work, stuff can happen, power can go out. I always say when you get to pivotal points in doing this. I'm texting the missus. But no, I've been doing this. We're gonna go and see yeah, I love you too. Alright, so that, close, that, videos. I should go to my playlist. Playlist. Home Daily. Trying to see when the very first Home Daily came out. Good lord, these have been out. And that's why I love it. I can go back and show you when I got. See, people don't. I don't know how good it is to see all this. Oh, something's missing, I think. I have to get with them, tell them we're missing some. So I'm gonna just go to the latest one on the list right now. Actually, no, I bumped that note. Hey, they can wait. They ain't got no. Well, I'm waiting on them technically. But let's see that videos. You know, let's just go oldest. All right, so what? Yeah, I'd have to get on the computer, I think, to see more so. Alright, well, that ain't gonna work. Playlist. Alright, I'm just go back to the Home Daily playlist, and I'm just go by the latest one on the playlist, because I know the original is not that one. So just gonna go to the lowest one on the playlist right now, because like I said, phones versus computers. The computers can still do more, but that's okay. So episode number 37 came out 8 years ago, which was 2017, and that was episode 37. So if I had to guess, I'm gonna say around 2016. I probably started the home daily segment, and come on, today, today, to this day. I don't know what mean that's from, but y'all know the one. To this day, it's still going strong, as you can tell. I need to turn these lights out, blind the mother lovers. But it's still going strong, and why? It's because of the consistency. The not instant, but building and building on that and building on that. That's why so many people have always coming to me. Oh, I want to do that. Well, I mean, y'all can vibe with me. I love when anybody vibes. But it's the thing. What I'm getting now is from years of doing this. You can vibe with me, but that's why I love my button. Me and him been riding for years. We got jokes on that, so we remember all that, and I'm sure he love riding with me too. Especially doing the racetrack, that's fun. But we've been doing that for years, and that's why it's so powerful and meaningful and sticks so well, because it's not an instant thing. It was a build up time thing. But I ain't gonna go into that rant right now. I'm just saying it, but it still, I guess you could say, a pet peeve of mine, how people jump from truck to truck to truck all the time. Don't get me wrong, I have my rule, which is like every 30,000 or 3 months. And I think I got in this truck March, and I know I ain't put 30 in it, so, but I probably will switch around May, because that'll be around 3 months, so. Alright, then I feel like I'm rambling, I'm going off on a rant, everything else like that. Before we end this live, let me show y'all what I was talking about, how with Bobcat it can be kind of limiting getting cargo and loads and stuff like that. So we're going to go to cargo right now. Thankfully they do drop and hook, but cargo right now. So just so I can see what we got going for tomorrow. I probably won't be able to load up till the morning anyway, but so just that's what I say, and it works great with Bobcat. All you gotta do is just type in Bob, shows what they got. Hey, and this is from Bitterman. No, I can't do it. Well, I guess I could. It'd be a shorty and then be another crap. So that's not really what I'm looking for. And remember when I said limited? That's it. And that's all they got. And let's go to freight market. Do the same thing over here from Santa Maria, Bobcat. Now that's not bad. Only till 30, but oh my gosh. That's why I said the pay per mile on this is crap. Like $21 a mile, which I know in reality that'd be awesome. But on the game, because they amplify everything so much, this is horrible for almost, what is it, like 1,000 miles? Miles, just mileage. There it goes. Yeah, almost 1,700 miles, and you're not even getting 90K? That's what I said. Like, I ain't gonna show this on this. Maybe it'll be part of the next compiled one. But I might just stay local because I'm making 10 with this. No, 5. So if I can get no on 5 tomorrow, do like that, and get double in a day. See, today is Easter and everything else, and that's why it's slow today. But if you can get 2, because that's what a lot of it is. I did a lot of dual. I think even one time triple. And that, like, say each of them is 10, so 10, 20, 30. That's 30 grand right there in a day. So it keeps you moving. But let me just see. That's why I said when I was doing the review, it can definitely limit you on. And then I'll just show you right now because I'm 90. I know it was Arizona. Say I want to get out of Camp Buddy, nothing. Phoenix, a little bit there. Tucson, a little bit there. Sholo, a little bit there. So it's not as bad as it was when I was out there, but you still get nothing. 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 But units is nothing. See what I mean by limited? But I mean, it's very realistic. That's why I think another reason me being a real life trucker enjoys sticking with Bobcat because it has a lot more than like Gallon or 42 Print. Well, I'm thinking more 42 Print specifically because they have a lot of sister companies. Heck, when did they buy out Eddie's contract? I don't remember, but they got that. So that's one of the larger companies I'm leased to. But see, like Oxnard, nothing. LA, nothing. So it can be a little limited. And even when you go long places, pay is crap. But still, that's why I've always had the weekly goal to show you really know what you're doing to meet it still. And do like that. Like, see, this one, if it's still available after well unload and everything, that might be the one I get. Because if I can get 54 there, another 60 or something coming back, that's at least 120 by the time I get that. So it won't be within a week, but at least meet my goal before I take off. So, yeah, and things you gotta look into, people. Things you gotta look into. But anyway, thanks for riding with me in this little short live home daily. Just to show you, I'm still doing stuff. I'm still rolling. I just like looking at the piece. Look little good. Turn the lights on. There you go. The chicken lights. Look so good. I gotta check some. I don't remember having the bumper ones, but maybe that's something that's not important. So, alright then. Well, like I said, we're just gonna wait for them to unload us, and we will keep rolling. Hope everyone has a good Easter or had a good Easter. Because, like I said, timing of XL Productions is off sometimes. But I hope everyone had a good Easter. And I hope if y'all do get out here and drive and all that, remember these 3 things. If I never say it again, remember these 3 things. You have great days where it's all you can't get enough. And you have slow days like today, for a prime example, where you're just bringing in that money. Both of them are enjoyable though. Secondly, if you learn to do it on your own, you're never bored. I know a lot of people just like to look for other people, and that's fine. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But between timing and stuff like that, may not always happen. But y'all see me, myself always popping, going, building up, and a lot of times it's just me, but I'm always available for people. So that's the other thing. And the third thing, just keep in mind, like I said, it's just act speaking at the moment. No, I said I forgot what the third thing I was gonna say is now that fast. Oh yeah, bottom line, just enjoy the miles, y'all. This is one of the best truck sims out there They got some new stuff coming out. It won't be nowhere near as good as this. This is one of the best. Enjoy each mile. Like I told somebody just yesterday. Just yesterday. Each mile, each load is an adventure. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Enjoy everything that comes with it. And if you do those two things, this will never get boring. Never, ever get boring for you. So, alright, before I go on a ramble and everything else like that, let me go see where they at. I figured we'd be unloaded by now, but let's go see where they at. Get unloaded and keep the trucking journey going, y'all. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'll holler at y'all on the next one.